Framed Roger Rabbit, directed by Robert Zemeckis, who also directed Back to the Future, A Christmas Carol, and also in the works, currently in development, a live-action Disney's Pinocchio. Hi diddly dee, this I gotta see. And it's also produced by Steven Spielberg. And is starring Bob Hopkins, Joanne Cassidy, Kathleen Turner, the voice of Jessica Rabbit, Christopher Lloyd, and Charles Fletcher, the voice of Roger Rabbit. I've also read on IMDb that they are working on another Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2 that's currently in pre-development in 2022. Charles will be reprising his role as the voice of Roger and Benny the Cat. I've always wondered, after when Eddie and Roger saved Toontown, did Roger become a big star? Did Jessica become a singer? Did they have children? I'm a huge Roger Rabbit fan, and I'm looking forward to seeing Roger Rabbit Review Take 1. This takes place in Hollywood in 1947. Detective Eddie Valiant, who worked closely with Toons on several famous cases, but after Teddy was killed by a Toon, he lost his sense of humor and vowed to never work for Toons again. R.K. Maroon, head of Maroon Cartoon Studios, is worried about the recent poorly performance of one of his biggest stars, Roger Rabbit. Maroon hires Eddie to investigate rumors about Roger's Toon wife, Jessica, being romantically involved with businessman Marvin Acme, owner of both Acme Corporation and Toontown. After attending Jessica's performance at the Ink Club, Eddie sneaks to take photos and discovering Acme and Jessica are playing patty cake in her dressing room. Reveals the photos to Roger. He went crazy and lost his mind running through a glass, all because of patty cake. But when Acme is found dead, Roger is accused of murder. The next day, Roger finds refuge at Eddie Valiant's office, running from the sinister Judge Doom's Toon Patrol, the Weasel henchman. Roger is seeking help from Eddie to prove that he's innocent and find who the killer is. This is one of the best animated films. I really enjoyed it. It's so entertaining. Bob Hopkins as Eddie was marvelous.
I can give you stars! Just drop the refrigerator in my head one more time!
Charles Fletcher, the voice of Roger, was lit as the voice of Roger. He brought that character to life, along with movie magic, and the interaction Bob had with the Toon and the direct eye contact was very impressive. Make it seem like Roger was real. Christopher Lloyd as Judge Dooms was brilliant. Christopher can really play a really good guy and villains in films. He was awesome as Doc in Back to the Future. There was quite a few cameos in this film. We got Betty Boop, Bugs Bunny, Droopy, Mickey, Donald, and Daffy. This was so rare, but once in a lifetime when Warner Brothers, Disney, Fletcher Studios, Paramount, and other animation studios agreed to have their characters unite in this film. Most likely it wouldn't happen again, but it was awesome, and you never know, it could happen again. I watched this movie when I was a kid, and little did I know it was mainly for adults. But when I watch it again, I definitely seen certain things in the movie. I was like, wow, that really happened? I'm like, really? But I didn't know, and the movie was funny to me, and I enjoyed every moment of it. But I have a few favorite scenes, and one being Roger and Eddie escaping from the Weasels. That epic car chase was hilarious. And second, the scene between Droopy and Eddie when Eddie is in Toontown, and Droopy's like, "You're flawless, son. Have a good day, sir." That was crazy. I enjoyed the songs in this movie. I enjoyed Merry-Go-Round Broke Down, performed by Roger. And of course, I love the song Jessica Rabbit did, "Why Don't Ya Do Right?" That song was lit. This was the most expensive animated film created in the late 80s. They didn't have the technology of what we had today, so they had to rely on a lot of puppeteer work, set design, drawing the characters by hand, and hybrid animation. The days and long hours they put into this film was worth it in the end. They won Oscars. This film is so authentic. The interaction with a human and a Toon was so real. They paid attention to all the little details and tribute to the golden age of American cartoon animation. And what made this movie stand out was the chiaroscuro they added to the characters. Light and shadow to make them appear more 3D, like lifelike. Ian Kelly was dancing with Jerry Mouse, and of course, Sepp MacFarlane did, as well as Stewie dancing with Gene Kelly, and that was really cool. And the compelling story that was set in the late 40s, the rise of a famous cartoon star. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. I give Who Framed Roger Rabbit 5 golden stars. What did you like about the movie? And are you looking forward to the Roger Rabbit sequel? Let me know in the comments below. I'm your host, Ainika Chung, and I'll see y'all next time on my next movie review. Later, guys. Love yourself always. And remember, be excellent to each other. All right, guys. See you next time. Cheers. Later. That's all, folks.